Hello legal hustlers. In this video we will delve into the origins of trade and explore its impact on societies around the world, uncover the struggles and triumphs of laborers throughout history, from ancient civilizations to the Industrial Revolution and beyond. Introduction to Labor and Trade Union Movement. The labor and trade union movement is a collective effort by workers to protect their rights and improve working conditions. Trade unions are organizations that represent workers and negotiate with employers on their behalf. The movement has a long history, with roots dating back to the Industrial Revolution. Importance of labor and trade union movement. Trade unions play a crucial role in ensuring fair wages and benefits for workers. They advocate for safe working conditions and protect workers from exploitation. The movement helps to balance the power dynamics between employers and employees, promoting a more equitable society. Rights and protections. Trade unions fight for workers' rights, including the right to fair wages, reasonable working hours, and paid leave. They negotiate collective bargaining agreements to ensure job security and protect against unfair treatment. Trade unions also advocate for anti-discrimination laws and equal opportunities in the workplace. Collective bargaining. Collective bargaining is a key function of trade unions, where they negotiate with employers on behalf of workers. It involves discussions on wages, benefits, working conditions, and other employment terms. The goal is to reach a mutually beneficial agreement that satisfies both workers and employers. Strikes and industrial actions. Strikes and industrial actions are tools used by trade unions to put pressure on employers during negotiations. These actions involve workers refusing to work or engaging in protest activities to demand better conditions or rights. Strikes can have a significant impact on industries and often lead to further negotiations and concessions from employers. International labor standards. International labor standards are guidelines set by the International Labour Organization, ILO, to protect workers worldwide. These standards cover a wide range of issues, including freedom of association, collective bargaining, and workplace safety. Trade unions play a key role in advocating for the implementation and enforcement of these standards. Challenges and opportunities. The labor and trade union movement faces challenges such as globalization, automation, and changing employment patterns. However, there are also opportunities, such as the rise of digital platforms that enable workers to organize and connect globally. The movement must adapt and innovate to remain relevant and effectively represent workers in the modern world. Introduction to Zamindari Abolition and Tenancy Reforms. Land reforms and Zamindari abolition and tenancy reforms are crucial policies implemented to address land inequality and improve agricultural productivity. These reforms aim to redistribute land ownership, abolish exploitative landlordism, and protect the rights of tenants. Land reforms have been implemented in various countries worldwide, with notable examples in India, China, and Latin American countries. Definition of land reforms. Land reforms refer to the government-initiated policies and measures aimed at redistributing land ownership and improving agricultural productivity. These reforms typically involve the redistribution of land from large landowners to landless or small farmers. Land reforms can also include measures to ensure land tenure security, promote land consolidation, and enhance access to credit and technical assistance for farmers. Objectives of land reforms: to reduce land inequality and promote social justice by redistributing land to landless or small farmers, to enhance agricultural productivity and promote rural development by providing farmers with secure access to land, to eliminate exploitative landlordism and protect the rights of tenants. Definition of Zamindari abolition. Zamindari abolition refers to the process of abolishing the Zamindari system, a feudal land tenure system prevalent in colonial India. Under the Zamindari system, large landowners known as zamindars held significant power and control over agricultural land. Zamindari abolition aimed to end the exploitative practices of zamindars and transfer land ownership to the tillers. Objectives of Zamindari abolition: to end the oppressive practices of zamindars, including high rents, forced labor, and arbitrary evictions, to provide security of tenure to tenants and ensure their rights are protected, to promote agricultural productivity by transferring land to those who cultivate it. Definition of tenancy reforms. Tenancy reforms are policies and measures aimed at protecting the rights of tenants and improving their economic and social conditions. These reforms seek to regulate tenancy relationships, provide security of tenure, and ensure fair rent and eviction practices. Tenancy reforms can also involve providing support to tenants in terms of access to credit, technical assistance, and marketing opportunities. Objectives of tenancy reforms: to protect the rights of tenants and ensure they have security of tenure, to prevent exploitative practices such as excessive rent, unfair evictions, and forced labor, to promote investment in agriculture by providing tenants with access to credit and technical assistance. Impact of land reforms and Zamindari. Abolition. Redistribution of land ownership leads to reduced inequality and improved social justice, increased agricultural productivity, and rural development, empowerment of small farmers and tenants, leading to improved livelihoods and poverty reduction. Challenges and limitations: resistance from powerful landlords and vested interest groups, inadequate implementation and enforcement of land reform laws, lack of awareness and capacity among farmers to effectively utilize land resources. Lessons learned: strong political will and commitment are essential for successful land reforms. Comprehensive and integrated approaches that address land redistribution, tenancy protection, and agricultural support are more effective. Adequate support mechanisms, such as access to credit, technical assistance, and marketing opportunities, are crucial for the success of land reforms. Introduction to Silling and the Bhudan movement. The Silling refers to the maximum limit on land ownership. The Bhudan movement was a land reform movement in India, led by Vinoba Bhave. The movement aimed to redistribute land from the rich to the landless. Background of the land ceiling policy: the land ceiling policy was introduced in India in the 1950s. It aimed to address the issue of unequal land distribution. The policy set limits on the maximum amount of land an individual or family could own. Objectives of the Bhudan movement: to encourage wealthy landowners to voluntarily donate excess land to the landless, to promote social justice and reduce rural poverty, to create a more equitable distribution of land resources. Key features of the Bhudan movement: nonviolent and peaceful approach to land redistribution, relied on the principle of voluntary land donations, emphasized the importance of selflessness and compass sin. Impact of the Bhudan movement: over 4 million acres of land were donated through the movement, benefited thousands of landless families by providing them with land for cultivation, inspired similar movements and initiatives in other parts of India. Challenges faced by the Bhudan movement: resistance from wealthy landowners who were reluctant to donate their land, administrative hurdles in identifying and transferring donated land to the landless, lack of adequate support and resources from the government. Criticisms of the Bhudan movement: some critics argued that the movement did not address the root causes of land inequality, limited impact in terms of overall land redistribution at a national level, lack of long-term sustainability in ensuring equitable land distribution. Legacy of the Bhudan movement: raised awareness about land inequality and the need for land reforms, inspired other social and political movements for land redistribution in India, contributed to the discourse on social justice and the rights of the landless. Continuing relevance of land ceiling and redistribution: land inequality remains a pressing issue in many parts of India. The need for land reforms to address rural poverty and social justice persists. Lessons from the Bhudan movement can inform future efforts for land redistribution. Lessons learned from the Bhudan movement: the power of nonviolent movements in addressing social and economic injustices, the importance of grassroots mobilization and community participation, the need for government support and policy reforms to ensure a sustainable land redistribution. Conclusion: the labor and trade union movement plays a vital role in protecting workers' rights and promoting fair and safe working conditions. Land reforms and Zamindari abolition and tenancy reforms are crucial for promoting social justice, reducing land inequality, and improving agricultural productivity. The Bhudan movement played a significant role in raising awareness about land inequality and inspiring land reforms.
Thank you for watching. We're thrilled to have you here and hope that you find our content informative, engaging, and entertaining. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to join us for further updates.